What was the favourite part of working myself or like being part of the community?
The community has also been a huge benefit.
And so what does the next 12 months look like for you?
So the next 12 months for us, as I said, I think numbers wise, we need to scale a lot more. We manage 36 properties. Last couple of months have been really, really strong. So we'd expect to probably double profit.
Has life changed in or out of the business?
For the SA community, if there's any frustrations or anything or any questions that you've got, you can just go straight on there.
I guess challenges you were facing and like what did we do to solve?
We're doing a lot of work at the moment around SEO, so we've got a new website coming on.
Ryan, what is it you do?
So myself and my business partner Robert, we own three businesses, property businesses. One of them is a rent-to-rent property business. The second one is a purchasing business where we buy properties, do them up, either sell them on or rent them out. And the third one is an Airbnb management company that effectively managed those properties from the other two companies and also manage properties on behalf of landlords, as I said, for short-term accommodation.
Nice. And like before the Airbnb management company and before like the companies you've set up now, what were you doing, you and Robert?
So I was working in mortgages at Nationwide Building Society. So that is where me and my business partner met. We both did mortgages. We did the completion side of mortgages. So that's how we sort of first got into having a passion for property. And it was always my ambition to work for myself at some point in my career. And obviously, doing that through mortgages and stuff, we sort of like banging heads together and stuff. We sort of come together and thought, is this something we could do full time?
Yeah.
And 4 or 5 years down the line, here we are.
Nice, insane. And where are we right now? Talk me through some numbers then.
Yeah, so at the minute, our Airbnb management company, we manage 36 properties. So a lot of those, we've got a good split of those now at the moment where so probably about 75% of those are managed on behalf of landlords. And then we've got around about, I think, 13 rent-to-rents currently, and we own around about 5 or 6 properties also in the other company. Now, not all of those are Airbnb properties. Some of them we do as normal buy-to-let or as a HMO. But yeah, that's where we're at numbers-wise.
Nice. And did that money you had come from the money you got to purchase? Did you have them already, or what was did you build it out?
Investor finance, it was sort of like, so when we first started out, obviously we were going to property networking events, just getting to meet investors. Fortunately, quite a lot of our investors have come through like family and friends that have had a pot of money sat in the bank, earning nothing, not having any returns on their money. Obviously, we've given them a better interest rate on their money, and that's sort of like how we started really. Yeah. So we sort of started with the purchasing company, then we sort of got into rent-to-rents, and then with the rent-to-rents was how we got into the Airbnb management side of things, because we weren't happy with performance of our rent-to-rents, so it was almost a case of right, we'll give it a crack ourselves, and then here we are. Couple of years later with as I said, 36 managed properties.
Insane. And like we've obviously worked together for quite a while, or known each other quite a while now. I mean, when did we start? October 2023 was it? Was that when it was?
Yes.
Coming on 2 years.
So what was a couple of years ago? Time goes quick.
Crazy, isn't it? Actually crazy. So what was the business, if you can remember, what was the business like when you first reached out? I think it was via Instagram, wasn't it?
So I think myself and my business partner were at a stage with the management company where, in terms of customer satisfaction, it was really good. Our attention to detail with customers has always been really good. Just little things like responding to messages, getting bookings, getting bookings in for our landlords and stuff was really good. However, operationally, we were not the best. We were probably, I think, trying to think of numbers wise at the time when we first reached out to you. I think we probably weren't even at half the amount of properties that we manage now at the time. And I think we just got to a stage where our systems, we had no automation in our systems, everything was manual. We had one member of staff based in the UK that would help us on all of our daily interactions with guests and cleaners and maintenance and stuff like that. But for us to expand, we needed a bit of help, which was where you come in very well, come in very handy. And obviously that helped us just like, as I said, improve all of our back office sort of systems, you know, like our processes and stuff like that. And as I said, you know, we're here now, you know, we've doubled the amount of properties that we had beforehand, and with, you know, some really good ambitions for the future through the stuff that we got through you.
Yeah, sick. And so, like, I guess, what were the three, like 1 to 3, like, biggest challenges you were facing, and like, what did we do to solve them, I guess? Like, what does the end result look like where we're at now, you know?
Yeah, so I think to start with, as I said, the first one was obviously systems. You know, a lot of our stuff was very manual. You know, I'd heard of Zapier before. I'd had a look at Zapier before, but had no idea how to interlink different systems and stuff together. You know, just even for stuff like automated messages going out to guests and stuff like that. So systems was the first one. Now, fortunately, we had quite a lot of the same systems as you already set up, but we just hadn't interlinked them. We were basically spending a lot of time doing manual work when the systems could have just done it for us, which they do now. So that was the first one. And then I think the second one would be definitely virtual assistants. So as I said before, we had one member of staff based in the UK. Obviously, when we went through everything with yourself, you know, the VAs was a huge thing. Hiring VAs was huge for our business. And I said, I think we've got 6 VAs now.
I love it. I think we've got 6. It's like,
I think, on the top of my head. 5 of them do like guest services, and 1 of them does like finance stuff. All of our like reconciliation, all of our landlord statements and stuff like that. And again, that just helps me and Robert as business owners, instead of working in the business, work outside the business, and focus more on the most important thing, which is getting more sales through the door.
Yeah, sick. So how was that, I guess, with all that, how has day-to-day life changed in or out of the business?
Yeah, so as I said, within the business, it's changed massively. It's changed, myself and my business partners' conversations have changed from talking about customers or, you know, the day-to-day operation of a clean or of linen, to more of talking about numbers. So we're more, you know, as entrepreneurs, is what we would like to class ourselves as now. We're looking at other business opportunities. You know, when we're looking at our figures and stuff, we're looking at where can we generate more money in the business. And as I said, outside of the business, it's, you know, we've got a lot more time back, you know, through not working through just on the day-to-day operation. But as I said, even that time, if the time that we do have, we can utilise that time, as I said, just to grow the businesses even more. And even we're looking at like setting up new businesses moving forward as a side on to like the Airbnb businesses, so like the bookings business as well, that's in the pipeline at the moment. So yeah, as I said, there's still a lot more to do. Because I said, we still want to be out and about travelling and working and stuff like yourself. But we're very much on track to do that.
Yeah, 100%. I think it's crazy. As I said, like, sometimes you take it for advantage, but like at the end of the day, you choose to work more, you know, because like, you know, it's for yourself, you know, you're building something. It's like, actually, you have purpose behind it. You can see the direction, the light at the end of the tunnel almost. Or like, I think when you say light at the end of the tunnel, it's like the light is in the tunnel. Like, it's fun, you know, like it's all part of the process. It's all fun to actually scale it rather than just like sit there and do nothing, you know.
Yeah, because as business owners now, like you say, we've given ourselves the time to then choose when to work. But then when we do work, it's not like we're doing operational stuff where it could be like when we was at Nationwide doing a 9-to-5 job, we're doing processing and stuff. It's not like that. It's exciting work. It's stuff that you don't actually feel like you're working. You're not doing processes or anything. You're making decisions that you know are going to benefit yourself in the next years to come. So as I said, that it makes it a whole lot better. So having a look outside of the business instead of working inside the business. Yeah.
And what was the favourite part of working myself, or like being part of the community, I guess, so far?
Yeah, so I think, as I said, we, you know, when we first started with you, as I said, we didn't really have any ideas really in terms of like, you know, like I said, systems and stuff like that. But I think straight away, I think like I said, the first thing was obviously, you know, you've got all the knowledge and stuff like that, but we got on really well as well straight away. I think we were actually probably might have been one of your first.
You are. I think you literally were my first ever mentees. I think.
Yeah. So we got in a good time. We got in a good time being one of your first ones.
Yeah.
But no, yeah. So we had, you know, I think the amount of sessions that we had together, they were all productive, brilliant. You know, we at different locations and stuff, going through obviously all the systems and stuff like that. So yeah, no, it was great, and obviously it's part of the community. The community, sorry, has also been a huge benefit as well, because it's sometimes you look on social media and you see what people are doing, like in terms of like with Airbnb management and stuff like that. But what the SA community does is it brings people, it's bringing everyone together, and you can bounce ideas off each other. You know, you might see things where messages on the chat where you think, I was there 6 months ago where I didn't know how to do that, and you can help people. And then if we've still got questions and stuff, we put questions on and get help with stuff like that. And I think just to keeping up to date with, you know, the service accommodation business, it's been a massive plus, you know, since that, because I think that you set that up, wasn't it, not too long after?
After the first community. Yeah, we must have set it up in like, maybe like, I don't know, the WhatsApp group started around where it was around the same time we worked together, and then obviously the actual community maybe was like 2024, maybe something like that. I think maybe early 2024. So yeah.
But it's great because it's, as you said, it's you're bouncing ideas off like you know, the same sort of individuals who've got the same sort of goals and stuff as what you have. So because sometimes before obviously we started with yourselves, I'll be sat there pulling my hair out, frustrated about certain things, but not thinking there's not really anyone that I can go and ask stuff. I don't really, do you know what I mean? It's more just trying to figure stuff out yourself. Whereas at least with the SA community, you think if there's any frustrations or anything or any questions that you've got, you can just go straight on there, and you know you're gonna get an answer, and you know, but there's people that are going through the same things as what you're going through as well. So 100%. Yeah, definitely, it's been really good.
And then, so what does the next 12 months look like for you? What's on the cards?
So the next 12 months for us, as I said, I think numbers wise, we need to scale a lot more than what we have done in terms of numbers wise, in terms of the amount of managed properties. We've still done a good job, but almost in a sense, really at this stage, we probably want to be doubling our Airbnb management portfolio. So we're doing a lot of work at the moment around SEO. So we've got a new website coming on over the next few weeks, and that company will also be doing our SEO. So that should hopefully generate a lot of leads for us. We're trying to focus our attention on, you know, as close to London as we can. I mean, because we're based in Northampton, so you know, a lot of the stuff we're looking at around like Northampton, Milton Keynes, Bedford, and like as you go towards London. So so for the management company, so we're just looking to expand. And literally just created a company, a bookings company, where essentially as a management company where we get inquiries for locations that we don't manage in, or even for locations where we've got properties and we haven't got any availability, which is always a good thing if we haven't got availability. But yeah, so we've set up a bookings business where essentially we will then go out and find accommodation for companies from other accommodation providers, and just charge a percentage on that. So so I think, and also I think there's still a lot more stuff that we want to systemize and stuff as part of the Airbnb management company that's gonna, as I said, that's gonna help us then focus more on business deals in a sense, instead of, you know, stuff that's in the business. Yeah.
And in terms of like anyone looking to, ultimately you achieve like a great level of success, right? Like what out the job, like what are you probably making bottom line now, do you know? Sweet, but just like before salaries and stuff.
Yeah, so even in terms of after salaries at the minute, what we've done this year is it's been very consistent this year. So this year, after salaries, in terms of like, and myself and my business partner's salaries, we're making profit of just over £5,000 a month on average. It's been. Sick. This is just for the Airbnb management company, but that we've been making that now, as I said, consistently this year up until like June, July periods, where as the last couple of months have been really, really, really strong. So we expect to probably double our profits over the next couple of months. We've obviously being in high season. So So, but as I said, we're still, even though the numbers are strong, we want them to be
even stronger.
higher.
Yes, it's crazy when you think that, like, if you said to yourself, you know, like, whenever we first started working together, or like even before that, like, that you'd be making best part like 10k a month because you've been obviously paying yourselves, etc. It's like, you got to pat yourself on the back a little bit, you know. You stop and reflect, like, it's actually fucking sick, you know, like.
Yeah, definitely. And that's, to be fair, when we spoke about the reasons earlier, the main benefits that we got out of obviously everything that we've done with you, probably the third thing was obviously the finance stuff as well, because we were working so much in the business at the time, we were never really reviewing our figures. So when obviously got stuff like just looking at your P&L and stuff from zero, when we obviously got our VAs in place, our systems, you know, our processes more systemised, we could then sit back and actually look at our figures. And since we've been able to do that, when you actually look at your figures, you make decisions based off numbers, not decisions just based off like instinct or what you think is best at the time. So, as I said, you know, the last couple of years since we did all the training with you, did the mentoring with you, we've been able to review all of our figures, and that's probably been the biggest plus point to us as business owners, understanding where we are with our figures, because it's so easy to work in the business and then just completely forget about what are we actually earning. And you know there's something you need to do, but it's having the right systems and the right people in place so that you can look at it as like an overhead. Yeah,
100%. And like, what would you say to someone looking to join the academy or join the community or work with myself one-to-one? Like, what would you say to them watching the video right now?
As a starting point, because to be honest, I wish we would have met you a lot earlier than what we did. Because I think I remember you saying when you first started, when you had your first property, correct me if I'm wrong, you got a VA on board, a virtual assistant on board straight away, didn't you?
Yeah. With like 4 properties, 2 VAs we had,
Yeah, 4 properties, 2 VAs. Whereas, as I said, I think we got to 16, 17 and didn't have one VA on board. So I would say to people that are starting out, first thing is invest your money into the business, you know, like on training and stuff like that, because you'll reap your rewards further down the line. And as I said, with yourself, with the training, with like the systems, getting the VAs on board, if you wanted to start out on doing Airbnb management, if that's what you want to do, then, as I said, if you can get all of the systems and that all in place straight away from the get-go, you will scale your business so much quicker than what we have done. Because, as I said, it wasn't until we started with yourself that we actually started to see proper results and start scaling. So, that would definitely be it.
No, 100%. Well, I appreciate that a lot, man.